There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Check 43. 36.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Going deep for Walker. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 13-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Play action now. Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
54, right there. 54.
On third down, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. 53, Mike. Jim.
On 1st down, here's Breida. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Ready? Right. Mike 54. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Jack.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Touchdown, Lions.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script, I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on second down, Bridgewater. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
On the move to his left. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Don't be scared of it.
Bridgewater to throw it. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Bridgewater and able to find Conley. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Packers. Chris Conley. 76 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And some room to work. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
I got it. Double time. 3 out.
Now it's Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
55. I got you. Check nickel.
They run with Breida. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
You got tight right there.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. He's to the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st.
Here we go. Set. Hey, hold on. You ain't got nothing. Keep. Turn on. Keep. Turn on. Check 26. Check 26.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. This is Breida. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Matt Breida, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Right there.
From the gun, Bridgewater. That's taken in by Henderson. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Bridgewater now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From the 21, it's second and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. picked by Tracy Walker. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You can't block me.
Now it's Jackson. That'll be complete to Breida. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
First down, Detroit.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jackson now. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Here we go.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Breida. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Number 53, Mike 53. All right, me and you on deck. On deck. I'm coming after you. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Matt Breida as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On 2nd and 10, Bridgewater. They'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's got the hook up with Conley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. He's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Bridgewater on first down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That's good for 28 yards. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go. Turn the engine. Line 54. Line 54. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hayward. Hey. Okay. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. 66.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Switch it, switch it, switch it.
Now a give to Breida. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Echo. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. It's our time. It's our time. My 52.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Whip. Watch the whip. Alert 3.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. On play action, it's Bridgewater. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. First down, Bridgewater. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Push him back.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Looking deep for Gabriel. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Bridgewater again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Telvin Smith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Over the middle, he finds Henderson complete. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Fourth down, they're going. Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Lions will take over. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
The 26-yard line.
Throwing on second and 8. Jackson flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Mike 54. Come on. You better bring.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 25 yards that time. On first and 10, Bridgewater. Touchdown, Packers. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at the 45. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson to throw. It's caught by Garcon. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Handoff left side to Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Check 50.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The kick by Maher is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards to throw. Bridgewater. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
1st down, Detroit.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game...
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Maher, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. It's caught by OBJ. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Here's Matt Wild now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And how about this, a fake? And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.